Candy here, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing another first impressions. This time it is on the Urban Decay All Nighter. This is the waterproof long wear liquid foundation. I have this in shade 3.0 and to get this in New Zealand I purchased it from Nordstrom.com. So if you want to see how I felt about this foundation then just keep watching. I'm just going to be applying it with my damp beauty blender. It's just to give it a good shake. It does actually sound quite liquidy inside. The packaging is stunning. Like, look. I think it was the packaging that I wanted it for most, but I also do like a really full coverage long wearing foundation as well. I'm just going to apply one pump and see how I feel about that. It's almost kind of quite a thick sort of, almost not a moussey consistency, but kind of like a moussey consistency. Okay, so that's just one pump. I feel like that's just not going to be enough, but I will blend this out and see how I feel. Now I have also already primed my face. I primed using the Stila One Step Correct. I feel like I'm definitely going to need another pump. Like, I'm not a one pump girl. Take that how you will. Okay, so that's one pump, and like admittedly it has gone a really long way. It was quite a small amount of product that pumped out. It's still not enough for me though. I definitely feel like I would be maybe a 1.5, like 2. Because I like to wear it cakey, I like to wear it thick. Just after the one, like it's covered really nicely. Like I think if that was just a regular day wear, then I would probably be quite happy with just one pump. It's spread out really nicely. It's weird because it goes on a liquid and then it sort of dries down to like a sort of a powdery matte sort of feel. Right, I'm definitely going to apply another one, and this will also tell us how buildable the product really is. Okay, that's much more my kind of coverage. It's quite nice, it's quite light even though it is quite a full coverage. It's really light feeling on the skin. Now I've just put 2 pumps on and it's still really quite light feeling. I actually really like the finish of this. It's gone like almost like I've already set it with powder, but I haven't. So that is 2 pumps on my face and 2 coats. Really buildable. It's built up really well. There's no areas where I feel like it's sort of like clinging to, or it's like built too much and hasn't blended out. It's actually done really well. I'm really impressed with the coverage. Just with one pump I could have lived with it. I could have been quite happy with it like on a day-to-day basis. For like a going out or far more glam look, the double sort of coat has definitely given it a much better finish. It's quite a beautiful finish. It's almost like a powdery finish. It's quite nice. It definitely probably feels like it could probably do with maybe a good setting spray just to help maybe tone down that powdery just a little bit, because I haven't even put any other powders on my skin yet and it's already sort of got that powdery sort of texture to it. So you probably definitely want to definitely wet it down and settle that powder down. I'm just going to do the rest of my face and we'll see how that wears and I'll be right back. Okay, so let's wrap up my feelings on this foundation now that my whole face is together, and I guess I've had it on my skin for probably at least an hour and a half now. So when I went to apply my concealer, like maybe I was too rough with my concealer wand, but it actually took my foundation right off. Really bizarre. I've never had that happen to me before. Like I put it down my nose and like it literally left like a strip on my nose where I can see that the foundation is actually missing. Like I say, I've never had that happen before, and I think maybe I'm just being a little bit too rough with the wand. So I think I'll definitely need to give that a go again and see if that's gonna happen again. The finish itself is really powdery. So my skin is a drier skin type. Dry to normal, sort of depending on the weather and depending on how well I've been treating my skin or how poorly I've been treating my skin. So I feel like if you've got dry skin, you're not going to enjoy this product because it does dry down to sort of like a really powdery sort of finish. So I just feel like if you've got really dry skin, this is going to probably cling to every single patch that you have. If you have an oily skin type, I think you're going to love this foundation. I feel like, and it's probably the way with all sort of long wearing foundations. They have to dry down. They have to really absorb a lot of oil to be long lasting, I guess. So if you've got drier skin, you're probably not always going to be a fan of the longer wearing matte foundations. But I still enjoy this foundation. I don't think it's oxidized too much. It may have oxidized slightly, but not enough to really like throw away off the shade. So I think overall I really do love this product. It would be interesting to see how long it really does last and how difficult it is going to be to take off. I think it would almost be a perfect love affair with my Kat Von D Lock-It foundation. I have the Kat Von D Lock-It foundation, but it's really dark because I brought it in summer for like my real dark summer skin. So I feel like if I actually combine the two, I think I'm going to get a really nice finished, really beautiful foundation. So I'm definitely going to try that sometime in future, so keep an eye out on my channel for that. So if you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe, and as always, you'll be seeing my face in the next one.